twist my arm.
Welcome to the channel. We're at Finalizing Performance. I'm Mr. Rad. This is Ernie. And this is the REW swapped RX7. We've got it on the dyno. We're going to do some base map tuning. I guess convinced Ernie to just jump in there versus me. I generally tune my own cars. And we're going to see, it's not so much a goal of let's make a ton of power in this video. It's just let's make sure everything's working. We've got a cannonball run to do in this car. The goal is reliability, consistency, and then we come back after we drive 6,000 miles and then turn the power up, build the engine, do all that gnarly stuff. So I'm pretty stoked. I think this should be an easy 375 horsepower day.
15
pretty easy.
Engine codes?
For what? I didn't clear them.
Okay.
What are they reading? All my check engine lights?
That's a whole thing there. That's a lot, but we'll clear them out.
Yeah, clear them.
What comes back.
The other thing is that I'm curious about, and I can message Sean if you need to or call him, is like the whole traction control deal. And if we have to disable anything, I don't know. Right now, all the traction control lights are on and they haven't turned off. So if we have to actually disable the car's traction control, or if the Haltech, because I haven't set the traction control up per se on the Haltech to like work. So I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. But
Yeah, we'll find out.
yeah, we'll find out in about 2 seconds. So, but it should go. All the sensors are working. Timing is zeroed. Everything should be ready to rip. Base map from an FD. Drive by wire. I guess will be the only thing that's a little tricky, but I've got it all set up, so it should just act like normal. It's revving, driving. I didn't rip it, but you know, if it was a turbo 2 block, I'd have ripped it. But the engine in here is worth more than like 4 of these cars, so I'm a little more like hesitant on this one.
And you want it to last too, at least
Yeah.
for the events coming up.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, I'm tall. So, and then the neat thing too, watch my left turn signal on the screen, push the clutch in, let off. I had to disable the brake switch because it was like tripping out the drive-by-wire. But the Haltech sees the brake switch, all that stuff. It's kind of neat. And I don't know why it does that. It's like tries to spin the wheels. So see how it's like spinning the wheel a little bit? If it's sitting, it doesn't like pull the handbrake. But now let the handbrake down and hit the brake pedal. So it's like because the wheel is freewheeling, the drive-by-wire starts to trip itself out a little bit. Does that make sense? Because it's like loading and unloading the engine, I guess. I don't know. And it has a little bit of a lean spot right when you stab it. Yeah. That might just be an FD base map thing because we started with the same base map kind of for both of them, in theory. Single turbo FD, Haltech base map. You think? Moving some air. So this is the part of tuning that you generally don't see in a typical YouTuber dyno video. Getting everything set up, setting base timing, making sure that everything on the car is functioning properly. One of the things that's awesome about working with Ernie is I did all of that stuff and then he rechecked everything in the computer and verified with me how everything was set up such that he knew what he needed to do to tune this car. Generally, I tune my own cars, but today, this is a crazy engine. I just want the professional in here bebopping the keys. It's been holding its temperature. I let it idle for a good ways. And then my fans are like 185 and 195. First fan, second fan, I think. Heck yeah. That, and you can still smell the new car build. All the brand new stainless and the brand new wire, everything's baking in. Likes to pop out. Now that the car is warmed up and Ernie has a good understanding of the ECU and everything and how it's set up, we can jump into steady state tuning the car. So what we're doing now is holding the car at various RPMs. You're going to hear each clip, the RPM is going to get higher. The dyno locks it in at say 3,000, and then Ernie can vary the load by giving it more throttle or less throttle, and then tune the air-fuel ratio the entire way across the row in the base map. So we would do that at every RPM, going through and getting all the drivability dialed in. So right here, if you watch closely, you're gonna see the AFR right to the left of the U and the TPS just down below that. Right now the number is 50. You're gonna see that vary, and that's Ernie simply locking it in at 2,500 RPM and tuning the fueling. This is the part of tuning that is truly an art, the drivability. Anybody can jump into an ECU, floor it, and make horsepower, but truly getting a car to drive like an OEM car takes the most time and takes the most effort, care, and just getting this right. And this is the stuff that I value in a tune. I got a little bit of a leak, Ernie. Well, I saw a little bit of like a little bit of green water at the back of the car, and then I just assumed it was like spurting a little bit, and then the puddle is exceptionally bigger right now than it was 2 seconds ago. So there's definitely not a crazy visible spot of leak, you know, and in the sake of coolant, it's not like an excessive amount of coolant. It's, I don't know.
Get it going again.
Yeah, I'll watch while you're going. Yeah. It's a good thing my front bumper's barely attached, and I just pop the corner of it out real quick. Oh, man. So I got my makeshift coolant overflow here just to see what's going on. If we see that level coming up, then we know it's pushing some out of the coolant overflow. And I mean, as far as the drip under the car, y'all can see that little drip where I wiped it up. It hasn't grown, so keep an eye on it. Always something on the dyno though. It's all right, let it ride. What was that? What was that?
Almost felt like traction. But I don't have
It shouldn't do anything, right? We haven't been messing with it at all.
I've been hitting the button, just turning it off.
Oh, you have?
Normal RX7.
Okay. And it actually changes in here?
Well, before all these lights came on.
They just came on now?
Well, they came on, not right now, but right before I shut it off.
Okay.
I just noticed that they were all on.
So you just turned it on?
So,
Okay.
So
See what it does with
it
that?
doesn't have the light because all these light things are on. So it might
Why is it dead lean now?
I got something funky going on
don't know why it would do that, because it was doing, so earlier when you were doing what it was doing earlier, you were hitting trash control earlier?
Turn it off, yeah.
And you could see something on it change?
Well, with DSC. So
Okay.
I hit the button.
And it would say the DSC light would come on?
Come on. Yeah,
Okay.
saying that trash control is most stability control.
Because I know the trash control lights are like always on, the two burnout marks.
Yeah.
I don't know
Work
why.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it's not.
Maybe it just needs a... Would you pop the trunk? Sweet. I mean, everything back here is tight, so just give it a little 10-second reset or something.
Accept your blue transplant. Oh, there's that cool looking fuel pump.
Big 50 amp fuse. Feeds both my 30 amp relays. They're sealed relays. And then you can see the pump thing down there. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to cover it off just in case I had a leak or something. I was able to see it.
Yeah. Easy access.
Yeah. It's actually, I mean, that JDL piece is nice. It's just tricky. And I ran like a 120 off the pump head instead of a 90 just because how the tank itself, like that recess is curved. So the 90, the hose gets real close to it no matter how you have it clocked.
Yeah.
So the 120 like sucks it in and then you kind of can go around. You see it, the dash 8 feed, so the one on the right, that's that 120. It kicks it back to the left, and then that piece of foam is in there from the factory. I just jammed that back in there to, I don't know, made me feel good. Factory pieces of foam, you know? Most of the stuff I work on, like FDs, all that foam's been chewed up by mice or it disintegrates the first time you touch it, you know? I haven't seen another drop of water come out of it.
That's weird.
No water.
Okay.
So,
Hey, self-healing.
yeah. As we got higher in the RPM, we had changed some boost controller settings because we were making too much boost, and we tripped up the traction control. So we just disabled it in the Haltech for now, and now we can work on getting the boost under control. Okay, sweet. I saw 11. Perfect. Cool. I'll keep an eye on that water thing as we keep going. And it should, if that coolant temp, if it gets above, I think, 210, the number turns red. If it hits 215, the whole screen's gonna go nuts. Like flashing lights, the whole deal. It shouldn't like limp mode you, but it's gonna start lighting up. Like that oil pressure warning. But I think coolant is blue. I don't know. I made it a different color because I'm extra. So all the warnings are set up. Like low fuel pressure, it'll beep at you. If the oil pressure drops, it'll shut it off. So I did a lot of those things already, which is fun. The perks of a modern fancy ECU. I wouldn't doubt it though if that boost controller was at what, 40 or something like that, that's definitely commanding. Yeah. Cool. Verified. Boost controller works.
How about like we try with that on and see where it lands us? And
Yeah. Sweet.
we're ready to turn that back on, come back around on there.
Yeah.
Start adding some duties, turn on, start adding some duty cycles.
Yep. It's like my favorite part. Just doing all the different RPMs and getting it all dialed in. It's pretty rad. Safer than doing it on the street. So let's blow your old previous record with this car. Oh man, we already made 200. When we pulled the dyno file up for this car the last time, what was it, 119? Yeah. Made 119 before. Still have that run.
Here's that peak on the
Look at this. REW RX7 engine. That'll be one of the runs you just can't delete that one. We'll have to make sure we save that one so when we have the 400 horsepower run, we've got also have the 119 horsepower run. it's always wild to see the delta, you know? You never know what people ever do with their cars, just that, you know, it's like, I don't think anybody at this RX-8's conception into the rotary scene would have ever thought this is where it would end up. You know, because not many people are dumb enough to put this much effort into an RX-8. Or maybe we're just smart enough and y'all haven't figured it out yet. It just effortlessly made 280. Effortlessly. Buzz would have been, that's full whale on Buzz. That's everything Buzz has got right there.
At 6,000 RPM.
Yeah. Man, REWs are so nice. I should have gotten one of these years ago. Just doesn't even care to do that. You know, just an old RX-8 guy being an FD guy for today. Nice. Nice. Photo update, good to go. Still no water, so we're all good.
I love it when it just fixes itself. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
What did it make boost wise? Still at 11 number, 10?
Yeah, it's holding at about 11 and a half.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, go to the boost chart.
I think that'll be really good.
Yeah, see it's starting to plateau.
Okay, that'll be perfect. Sweet.
Yeah.
Stock Apex Seals will be happy about there, I think.
Go back to that boost chart again.
Pardon me?
No, I was talking about
okay.
I wanted to see where it ramps in at and all that. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, you're hitting...
I mean, it's making its boost at 5,200.
It really starts taking off, like,
Yeah.
right after 4,500 is...
And for a journal bearing big old turbo, that's not bad.
No boost controller yet either,
Yeah.
so we can make that ramp in sooner if you wanted to.
Definitely.
Okay.
Sweet. Preparation is key. Preparation is key.
Give me 6,500.
We're at Charles's truck horsepower level.
That's pretty. It's really rich too. So we're
Yeah.
at like mid-10s AFR, so pretty
yeah.
safe.
I mean, and you only revved it to
Yeah.
6,000.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep on going up and
So-
see where she settles at.
Because what Richard's car made 430 at 14. 430.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. On
Okay.
the regular gas.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet.
She
Just
needs
barely
some-
touching the surface here.
Yeah. This is as low as it's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's always nice.
When as
you know?
slow as you can go is as fast as the other truck is. We're doing something right.
All right. Can you?
That's wild though that the FD base map off the shelf is that rich with this big of a turbo though. Like I would have figured we'd have had to add fuel off of a stock base, like a base map. But then again, they might just have it pretty conservative, I guess. That might be like 9s on a 7670 car probably.
So this isn't a single turbo.
Yeah.
This is a single turbo map. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So not the regular
Yeah.
one, but okay. That might be why too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now,
It'll
the
make up
goal
the
is
400 pretty easy, I think.
like turning the boost up. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is I don't want to. It's a stock block. It has
Right.
Mazda one-piece apex seals in it, not the two-piece ones. Like it's rebuilt. You know, so it should. Like you know, I don't know. I guess that Mariner blue car I put together. If you remember that one, that FD. It had a 7670 on it, running 16 psi on Mazda apex seals. Made like 416 horsepower. That car blew up not long after that. It tickled the corner off of an apex seal.
You
So
can
like,
make it, just not for long.
yeah. So for me, it's like I don't necessarily care that the number reads 400 and whatever. My goal for today is like, let's get the fueling optimized, get the timing optimized.
I can play with the timing
Just
some
really
if you
make sure
want.
it's happy. And then I mean, if we can tickle the boost controller and just make sure it's working. And get a react so the boost controller like table is safe and good, and if it freaks out or something, it doesn't blow it up, you know. But it needs to be able to do a cannonball run, not win a drag race. So the goal is like, we've got it plenty hot, it hasn't overheated, I don't see anything melting, so all my affixations to different locations are working, nothing's touching.
It's doing good. Doing really good.
I mean, I put the car together in less than a month. So from like, build the harness, build the turbo kit, the whole deal in less than a month.
Killing it.
So I think we're doing all right.
Sounds good. It's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Everything's working as it should.
Yeah.
Totally up to you.
I mean, I'd love to see. I always tell people, like, comfortable wise, probably 14 psi on pump gas.
Yeah.
You know, I would think, does having stock Mazda apex seals change that number a little bit? I don't know. People back in the day were just shredding FDs with all sorts of boost, not caring about it. So like,
the size of the turbo matters too.
Yeah.
So 14 psi on one is not, exactly the same on little bitty ones,
Yeah, I'm gonna turn your fans off real quick.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you would think too, the bigger turbo, like stock twins, this would be full rip on stock twins almost, right? 300?
Yeah.
Like you're maxed out a set of stock twins almost.
Yeah, well, pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is you're generating a ton of heat at 14 psi on stock twins to make this power number, right? So like with this bigger turbo, we're probably not even touching its efficiency at 300 horsepower at 11 psi. So is there that much stress on the apex seals? I don't know.
I think you should turn up to like 14, 15,
Yeah.
just to get that turbo. It's so big. Just get it going, man.
Okay.
And it'll
So let's
probably
do
make,
it.
I bet you it'll make between 330 and 350, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I mean, I would think probably more than that. Like this,
It should live.
that at the boost to horsepower number with this turbo should be a lot bigger than everything that I've brought you before. You know, like 1 psi more a boost with that turbo is going to be substantially more air than on Richard's car. You know what I mean? Because his was like a 62 something, and that's like a 76.
Yeah.
So it's pretty big.
So it's way out of its efficiency zone.
Yeah, right now it's barely getting its spool.
It's barely breathing,
Yeah. So, all right, well, we're going to turn the boost controller back on and
Let's do it.
try to stand it up. I'm super pumped. 305.9 on the wastegate. At this thing's reading 11 pounds ish, 12 ish in there.
Yeah, it's we're at,
I mean, dude, it's holding steady. Look at that.
Yeah, it's just
It's
going
just-
up and plateauing.
So the wastegate's working good.
Yeah, perfect.
Heck yeah.
Damn near.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's we're not gonna get too greedy, but we're gonna stand it up a little bit.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Sweet.
Let's do
The
it.
first time, and I had all the stripes taped over with electrical tape, so it was just green. I was like, man, this car's so boring.
So plain, yeah.
It looks too normal. It needs to be different than just an RX-8, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to try to change the wing up a little bit, build a little splitter, and like, not aggressive, but like, if you park next to one, it's different, you know? So, because on the highway, it's going to sound different for sure. You ain't going to be able to go 20 feet without hearing the whistle, so. Make some boost.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw it get up to like 13,
It's only 10% duty cycle.
I mean, it's a 50 mil gate, so it should be pretty efficient, I would think. I don't know. I mean, you got to think you're only trying to, in theory, with this boost controller setup, you can double the gate spring.
Yeah.
Like, and plus a little bit. So it shouldn't take much to get 1 pound, in my opinion, right? I guess scientifically. I don't know. Always learning. It's always one of those after every pull. It's like flip the throttle, make sure we got all 6 apex seals.
It's weird because whenever you put in like an adjustment on the duty cycle, it usually takes like, seems to me like 2 runs before it actually gets you where you want it to be at. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
So that last one was what, the purple?
Yeah.
Or the violet or whatever it is? Okay.
It's just nice to see like
It just,
how smooth and flat that line is.
yeah.
You know, it's not doing any of this. It's not really falling off. It's just,
Nice and,
it's good wastegate control,
oh yeah,
you know?
that's
like,
what you want.
It's working well. Oh, dang.
Very steady at 15 psi all throughout that.
337.
Maybe
And how
like
much, like,
55
how much would you say if you were to get super aggressive with the fueling and the timing is left on the table from here, you know? Like if you kept 15 psi of boost and you like got to the ragged edge of fueling and timing, is there like 30 more horsepower in fueling and
Yeah.
timing, or 40 probably?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah.
That was like low 10s.
Oh, AFR?
Up top,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's pretty
I
pretty
just took
conservative.
some out just
Okay.
because it's almost too much
Okay,
for that amount of pressure,
yeah.
or for that little of pressure. I mean, if we're running like 20 pounds of boot, 18 to 22, then I would look at low 10s just
Yeah.
for safety. But we're not there.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's more so like a data point in my head of like, okay, we got the boost number we wanted, but then how much is left on the table, you know, like to the max. Like, I don't want to push it super
I
hard, but it's just like
I haven't adjusted the time yet either,
Yeah.
so I could put in a degree and it might go up 20. You never
yeah.
know.
Yeah, okay.
It might go down.
Cool.
So we'll find that out once I get our boost plot figured where we want it.
Yeah,
Because I know it's conservative right now.
yeah,
Because they always come conservative on the maps.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
Keeps it from just
Keep my
blowing
apex
up. You
seals in
know?
there, yeah.
That's. They don't want you to buy ECU and immediately blow up your engine.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll play with that down low, and
Sweet.
then it's only going to get. It's
It
only
looks
gonna,
great.
It's only going to be so good just because of the size of the turbo.
Yeah.
But we'll have it optimized so your turbo's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you got a boost controller. And then we'll play with the timing. We'll get our MBT, and then we'll dial back a little bit for safety.
Yeah. So what you've seen up to this point in the video, guys, is only an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes of dyno time. We got all the drivability stuff pretty much dialed in, and now we're trying to stand this boost controller up. And you're going to notice with each pound of boost, because this turbo is approaching its efficiency range, each pound of boost we add is going to add a significantly larger amount of horsepower, which is just rad to see. Oh, dang! 362!
Just keeps on picking up and up. Just see this poor
Yeah.
little RX8 graph down here.
Yeah, the little RX8 graph at 119 horsepower.
Good.
I mean, it definitely still loved it as much as it's not going to survive there. It was not unhappy with that amount of
No,
boost.
It's,
What was that, 2 PSI?
I told you, man. It'll definitely do 400, no problem.
Yeah, 2 PSI, it picked up 35 horsepower like it's nothing. And you haven't even done timing stuff either, so it's, dang.
She just wants to make power, man.
That's
It
good, though.
It wants to go.
It's good,
That
not for
turbo.
this engine, but
I
that's
know.
good for the setup.
Even at that power, it lasts a long time. The difference between this and like if a twins setup that's making push to the max, making 370, is you got all that torque right in the middle.
Yeah.
Where it's super stressful on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
engine. This is
It's
not.
just making it all at 6,000 plus.
Yeah, where it wants to make it at,
Yeah.
not where it's forced to make it at.
Because the twins are getting
No.
choked out up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the gnarliest thing is to see that 90-degree elbow on the throttle body, to see it balloon up.
Yeah.
Because it grows a good bit,
Yeah.
you know? It's a good thing I got everything tight and it's all bead rolled, like, so it's really clamped on there.
Good, good. I've had like the intake collapse on me. I think I told you about that on my 8.
Yeah.
Like one of those silicone intakes,
Yeah.
like a 4-inch one. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Where's my power at? And I saw the video of it going.
On the inlet of the turbo?
Yeah, on the inlet. Yeah. All right. Well,
The interesting thing would be too, it's like, that's not a giant air filter, you know, but if
That'll
you
make a difference.
If you pulled the air filter off, I bet there's probably 30 horsepower right there.
I've seen them make 40 extra.
Yeah.
Or was it 30? Whatever it was enough. It varies though. Sometimes they're set up right and they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make more, so.
Yeah.
Went down.
So our power went up a little bit, but our torque stayed the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me we're good on our timing,
Okay.
especially on a non-built motor.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, the whole goal is make it so it's reliable and ripping, and I can just test everything else. You know, I'm gonna drive at 6,000 miles.
Yeah.
So it's like, the horsepower is not the goal here. I think at, 353 horsepower, we're gonna have plenty of passing power on the interstate. So, for how light the car is, you know,
Yeah.
to get around people, and
Yeah.
I think it'll move. So,
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it seems, 184, coolant temps, oil temp 175. It's doing everything it should do.
So if it gets cold and it hits that, and if it cuts out, it might be hitting that boost cut.
Okay, at 16
So
something.
it might change a little, cold weather.
Yeah, I mean, I may
So you might
put
have
the
to
boost
raise-
cut at probably 20 and then rip it from there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might have to.
We already saw it make 17 point something, and it didn't just eat an apex seal, so, you know.
And actually, with the little tickle of timing, it's probably making like up there. It's probably making closer to like 380 now.
Yeah,
At that boost level.
yeah, yeah,
I did a course adjustment across the whole map.
yeah.
So
So then would you say, like, the interesting data point for me is, like, Richard's car with a little bit smaller turbo at the same boost made 60, 70 more horsepower. Would you say that's all in the porting then?
the same boost.
Because we made 14 PSI boost on Richard's car, right?
Yeah.
And he made like 430.
A lot, yeah. A lot of the porting, and I think also that turbo being the correct size for, like, that's, you're not going to get much more than 500, whereas this one's more like,
Yeah, I mean, this turbo
one's
is
just now
it's a
starting.
5 to 600 horsepower
So
turbo.
I
Like,
think
that's
that's
where
a-
this one's supposed to be
that's a
working.
big difference right there.
Yeah,
so
just that being out of its efficiency range at this low boost is what's, yeah.
I think that has something to do with it. I don't think it's just like, hey, I'm making 14 pounds here, it should be exactly the same.
Yeah,
It's never like that because nothing's ever the
because
same.
I bet
you know?
this turbo at this airflow is probably less efficient. It might be moving less air than that smaller
Yeah.
turbo at the same
Turbo size is
pressure.
so important.
You know, because like it's
Yeah.
just, and plus like my porting being a very small or street port or whatever, it's definitely probably not really suited for the amount of air too. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's like, I can bring up a twins graph and it's making like 100 foot-pounds more torque
Yeah.
down low, where you're at like 100. This thing's making 200 already, you know, and you can feel that. But
For sure.
But that's why I was gaining so much with every little increment of boost pressure, because it was just getting into its happy zone, you know?
Yeah. I mean, because when we touched that 17 number, like the 16 psi to 17 psi jump is 30 horsepower.
Yeah.
You know?
Whereas like the 10 or the 12 to the 14 isn't
Nothing.
really that much.
Yeah. Because then in reality, or I guess the interesting thing will be to see it, the jump from like 20 to 22 psi will probably be another 30 horse, you know.
Yeah.
You get up into that on E85, really in its efficiency, each horse, it's just going to start picking up and up.
Yeah.
You know, because I know from other setups that like that turbo on an REW, can make 600, you know, so, and we know that boost number and it's not that far off from this, so we're at 350 and half the boost number.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should start picking up pretty good. But that's not cannonball run worthy, you know. We got 6,000 miles. We need all 6 apex seals. We can't be losing one every 1,000 miles.
Yeah, we're we need longevity and reliability over everything else.
But I'm pumped. I mean, so certified, successful dyno.
Yeah.
This is the quickest we've ever gotten one done.
It is. Nice work,
gnarly.
Eric.
Yeah,
Really good.
I am by all means super impressed. So not only with the car, your tuning ability, but with the fact that in 3.5 weeks, this car went from, it had the T, that one just goes right back on the pressure regulator. It had the REW engine bolted in here to then completely wired and running and surviving, what were we on the dyno, 3 hours-ish?
Yeah. I mean, we did
3 hours of
lot
just
of
hot
rips.
the whole time. I mean, like, it was just ripping. And it hasn't leaked another drop of coolant. I bet it spurted something, like it burped an air bubble or it did, you know?
Yeah, it has to
It had
be
to
that.
have. Because it hasn't leaked a drop since. Is it the first really crazy, like, aside from like Adaptronics, standalone RX-8 too?
Well, yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm curious to
There's
see.
not many, you know?
Yeah.
There's not many out there.
What we can learn as I get into this more, that will then help you out with other stuff, because like the trash control thing or
The little things,
like stuff like that would be so cool to get integrated to make, you know, I've always been saying in the videos, you know, like Antonio Calvo, the Calvo Motorsports Vipers,
yeah.
they have like full integration with Motec and it does torque management by speed, all that stuff. I would say this is like my wish.com version of that. We're still just figuring it out, you know?
T-move, yeah.
Because we'll have, you know, 4-wheel speed sensors so we can do trash control and boost by speed. And like, because if you think about it, right now at 350, whatever, 360, it's not really going to make that much to rip through a 265 R888. Like, it's going to hook that tire pretty well, you know, so my transmission is at risk. But at 600 horsepower with a drivetrain that'll hold up, like, you're going to need that in a car this light.
Yeah.
You know, so it's going to be fun to play with later.
Yeah.
You know, after we set the cannonball record for a rotary, and then we can make it fast. But I'm pumped.
It's going to be fast right now.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's pretty good on 300. I mean, it's 50 more horsepower, so.
Yeah. But I am curious. You know, you have a lot of cars. You work on a lot of cars. You build cars. What are some things under here that like stand out to you, or things you would change, or just the layout? Like, what's your general, you know, general judgment of kind of one-off custom? What do you like and what you don't like?
Well, a lot of things I like.
Yeah.
There's more stuff that I like than I dislike, for sure. I love how it flows,
Okay.
how everything just looks like it should be that way, you know? I don't know. With the FD upper intake manifold, you know, that's the best looking manifold out there. One of the best looking ones, you know, and the way you have it plumbed and with the aluminum piping there, it's just, it looks very easy to work on with the piping, first of all. And the turbo being right there, got a leak on it or something, you need to swap it out, boom, swap it out.
See, the hot take for that, one of my reels or shorts or whatever, why'd you put the intercooler pipes both on one side, and why didn't you run this one this way and clock the thing this way? See, I thought I liked that because nobody else really does it that way.
No,
You know, like runs them over there. But the other thing is I cut the hole a little bigger, but I didn't have to mutilate my core support. You know, like this is one hole through the core support versus like having to cut this out, and then there's wiring in there, and like the AC lines are right there. So it's like, you know, to me that was simpler, and it's like symmetrically asymmetrical. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it flows.
It's not twin turbos where it's mirrored or whatever, but like you got this drawing your attention here, and then that drawing your attention over there, and then it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I like what you
Curious.
did here with the piping. Nice little, you didn't just like, I don't know, put a coupler there or something.
yeah.
It's, you know, it's got this nice bend, this nice radius here. And yeah, I guess, I mean, we talked about it earlier, you know, the heat shielding and all that.
Yeah.
Get that squared away because you're going to be putting it under load for a long time. So that's going to get
Yeah, there's just
pretty
like
warm.
3/16 of an inch between the downpipe and the manifold. It's tight.
Yeah.
But at least, I mean, on other FDs, they'd have the hot side of the turbo like right there.
True.
You know?
mean,
and
you
I
just-
feel like the downpipe's definitely a level of magnitude colder than the actual turbine housing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and I guess they do make some product you can just stick on there. I don't know how much extra stuff you want, like
Yeah.
that reflective gold stuff.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
like-
into the look of it.
Yeah, you can get carried away with that stuff. And
I think like too, to get an effective like cooling difference, you really need an air gap of sorts. You know, and I have the gap,
have the
but
gap,
I just don't think like a coat. I don't know. I want to powder coat the lower intake, which technically will help a little bit. But it is also, once it gets hotter, it's going to take longer to cool off because it's going to really seal the heat in. You know, but I don't know.
so I got
Of
an
course, it
idea
looks
for
nice,
you.
but-
I had a Japanese-built FC in here, a track one, and they had plumbed a duct from the front and had it blown onto the manifold.
Okay.
So you got as soon as you got up to speed, it was blown. You know,
Cold air right
Yeah.
into the. Yeah,
So
I
that might
could
be an
easily
idea.
do that. Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about like tacky add-ons
yeah.
and exhaust wrap or whatever.
Well, and I think too, if I do, I mean, you know, kind of how the RX8 under tray works, where it has those like wings that stick out, you know, to fill that whole deal, right? If I took the left and the right side, made the actual radiator ducting a rectangle, and then that little hole like this section here
Yeah.
could go up and go into that as well, you know, because I'm not tracking it, so I don't need brake ducting, right? Like I don't need to cool my brakes off, but keeping the turbo manifold cool would be huge.
Yeah.
You know, because that's definitely generating a ton of heat. And I don't like vented hoods on cars I'm going to drive all the time
Yeah,
because
me
they get
neither.
water on everything and then your engine bay is dirty. It's just really inconvenient.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
That's why I took mine off.
yeah. But the interesting thing is, I kind of pointed this out to you earlier, that upper aluminum line, notice it's actually an AC line that I cut to then convert to a coolant line. See that? It's the same as the AC line. And I'm sure there's an air pocket in there, you know, because it is higher than the rest of the system, but the heater core should be pressurized, right? So it should flow water through it, even though when it sits, it would probably settle down,
Yeah.
you know?
Well,
But-
we also put a lot of pressure through it, so a lot of temp and a lot of pressure. So
Yeah.
maybe that's that little bit of extra there
Yeah.
that came out. So
But I think that should functionally work. I mean, you know, like on an RX8, the heater line goes almost in the trans tunnel,
Yeah.
that hard line.
Yep.
And it just wouldn't fit. I mean, the FD, man, if it just nothing really fits with this engine in here behind the engine. You know?
Right.
The only thing, like my engine harness, is that piece of silver wrapped back there behind the downpipe.
Yeah.
Kind of see it? That's the engine harness going over the downpipe and around the back of the intake.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But there's really nothing else to. You couldn't fit anything but that back there, you know? And then I rebent the brake line that goes over here to this wheel, kind of follows the AC line almost. And I rebent that so it goes all the way back down the tunnel and comes way back up. So it's as far from the turbo as I could get it without remaking a line that went forward, you know, and around the front of the engine bay. But I don't know. It's interesting. I always like, my favorite parts about going to car shows, you know, is like looking at people's setups. And you
Good
don't see
ideas.
rotary setups
Yeah.
there all the time. So it's like you got to wait for us. It's like 7 stock and Deal's Gap to see what everybody else streamed up. But I'm real happy with it. I like my symmetrical asymmetry. Like there's not an empty hole in the engine bay somewhere, you know,
Right.
like I think everything's in a good spot and hopefully it holds up. So,
Yeah, you could probably even do some more ducting if you wanted to for the intake. Maybe I didn't see really the intake temps weren't too bad. So
Yeah.
that's something you'll have to figure out whenever you're on the road and
Yeah.
see where they're at, you know,
Well,
at
and the other
highway
thing,
speed.
yeah, too, that would be neat. I mean, you see the stock RX8 has that big, what do they call it, the VFAD,
Yeah,
the variable, whatever, I don't know what it stands for, but
variable
that
fresh air duct.
Yeah, there you go, nailed it. That thing runs across the front of the core support here, like it would live here, and it
Yep.
has a valve. But there could just as easily be like a vent here and a duct straight to that. And then I could, in my head, I was like, well, if I make all these panels, I could just box this off, you know, and
Yeah.
have that be separate. And then similarly, like you're talking about using a duct to cool the manifold, I could build a duct to just fill that.
Yeah.
Even if it came from this opposite side, I'm sure I could get it in there somehow.
Yeah.
You know, some of that flexi brake ducting stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be big. If it was a 2-inch line that went to the manifold, that's going to be huge compared to not having anything.
Right.
You know, just to get cold air in there instead of stagnant, you know,
Yeah.
low pressure. But
She's doing good.
yeah, I'm happy with it. Honestly, out of everything I've brought here to Dyno, our most successful Dyno day.
Yeah.
Like the red car blew a coolant line off of it. Buzz
Oh,
always
yeah.
has something weird.
Yeah.
You know, the truck with its weird boost controller thing we had, and then the ignition coils, and
Ignition
then
coils, yeah.
and then Jeff's truck with the weird oscillations, which I haven't posted that video yet, but that was a weird
Oh,
whole
yeah.
deal. And
you ever get that worked out?
no, he hasn't put it back on a dyno yet, so we don't really know. But
Maybe just
I talked to a bunch of people about it, so not really a topic for this video, but I'll tell you all about it because
Yeah.
there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that could go into that. I think, you know.
I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, my dyno, I don't know what the deal is.
So, but Ernie, as usual, guys, go check out Finalizing Performance, LLC, Instagram, Facebook, here in St. Louis. Full tuning and engine rebuilds, cars, wiring, all of that stuff. Basically what I do, but he does that all the time, and I just play with my own cars. So if you need work on your, even a stock RX8 engine rebuild, he can help you out. So go check that out. And as always, super appreciate you letting me, at least today, only bug you for a few hours. So that was a good win. And then getting
was
the truck
fun.
dialed for another video. So
It's fun.
I'm pumped to put this thing in road trip mode and,
Yeah.
you know, put 50 gallons of fuel in the back and
No, I forgot
See what
about
we're
that.
doing.
Yeah.
so with that, live a life you don't need vacation from, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep it rad, and we'll see you in the next one. Nice. All right, I want to go look at your FD, Ernie. Is it okay if I film up the skirt of your FD?
Oh, I don't care. Stock FD.
I'm just jealous that you got like the silver one with the red interior, dude.
I held out for a long
It's the one. Like this,
So many FDs I
this.
passed up.
silver with red first gen, just like my old one, but an FD. Silver with red FD. So jealous. It's clean. I looked at it a little bit ago. I was using the bathroom here. It's like dirty but clean. You know
I got
what
a-
I mean? It's
yeah,
not
I
really
got a,
rusty.
R1 front lip coming for it.
Nice.
OEM one.
Yeah.
If somebody's got an under tray, I need one of
Okay.
those. I got some JDM tails coming.
Okay. The circles.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
99
just
tails.
like the way they look. I need to get a set of fog lights. This one's kind of,
Busted.
yeah, so I was going to get the yellow JDM
Okay,
ones.
I like
too.
that.
If I could buy them new, I would, but I can't get them new.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going to put the wheels from my FC on here, the Panasports.
The G7s? Okay, that's
G7s.
going to look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Are they like
that-
the right spec for it, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. Like 17.9 plus 25 or something like that, square? Or
Well,
plus
17 and a
30?
half and 7, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 17 and a half and 17 by 9 and a half, I think they are.
Okay. 8.5, 9
Yeah,
and a
they're
half
always doing
stagger.
halves,
Yeah.
you know, with the Japanese
Yeah.
wheels, but yeah.
Were you able to coordinate those fancy Yamaha wheels? Or I mean, I could probably pick those up. They're
not
not
yet.
that far from me, but
I want to get them. They need some work, but if I take those wheels off my FC, then I'm gonna. I have to put something else on. I can't just put stockers on there or
Yeah, yeah.
these. So I'm gonna try to get those. Try to see.
I think
when
those Yamaha wheels would look good on either car.
Yeah, that's
But I
what they
think
came off of FD.
Yeah.
So
Rad. Yeah, I would. I would just, let me say, the Dream FD is the one, you know, you buy an FD just to look at it. It would be like a bone stock SSM with red.
yeah.
NTO3s. That's it. R1 lip and a wing. The stock 93 wing. And I don't care enough to change the taillights. I'd leave the bricks. I don't ever see them anyways while I'm driving it, so. Sweet. Peace, guys. The rear end was It's a 2-car trailer with one car on it. We got plenty of space.
Yeah.